Hey everyone, welcome in. I'm Paxs and today we'll begin a brand new journey together in Final Fantasy XIV. I've never played this story before, so this is going to be a relaxed, first time adventure, just me, you, in the world of Eorzea. Think of this series as a place to unwind, settle in, and follow the story at a calm pace. I'll be reacting naturally, exploring, reading the quests, and taking everything in like an adventurer just arriving in this world. So, get comfortable, grab a drink, and let's set out on our story. Episode 1 of our journey through Eorzea begins now.
Hydaelyn. A vibrant planet blessed by the light of the crystal. Amid azure seas, encompassing the westernmost of the 3 great continents, there lies a realm embraced by gods and forged by heroes. Her name, Eorzea. The annals of Eorzean history chart the rise of a succession of great civilizations, each one enjoying an age of peace, the astral eras. To date, all have proven ephemeral. In the year 1572 of the 6th and most recent astral era, the Northern Empire of Garlemald amassed a great army at the heart of Eorzea, seeking dominion over all. Rising in desperate resistance, the forces of the Eorzean alliance met their would-be conquerors in the field. Yet, even as the battle raged, the lesser moon, Dalamud, was plucked from the heavens through imperial machination. From its core emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who unleashed his fury upon the realm. The devastation brought Eorzea to its knees and the era to its end. 5 years have come and gone. The light of life still shines upon Eorzea. Man labors tirelessly to raise himself from the calamity's ruin. The realm is forever changed, a stranger to him once more. Yet heedless of what lies ahead, he shall press on. Spurred by the promise of peace and prosperity. Amid this period of great change, an adventurer arrives in Eorzea, one whose tale is yet unwritten. May he ever walk in the light of the crystal.
So we're gonna get straight into it. We're gonna first go through the creating a character. We are just on the free trial, so some options aren't available, but I have pre-made the character that I'm gonna go for. I'm sure everyone's seen the character creation a million times. So this is who we've gone for. This one does have hair, so it doesn't depict real life. But this is him, and we've gone for the voice 4. I think that's pretty happy with it, so we don't need to save that again. Specify your character's date of birth. So the 10th, there's 32 days instead, so 2810, 29, 2910. We're gonna go for that one. Select your character's patron deity. So we've got 2 associated with ice, 2 with water, 2 with wind, 2 with lightning, 2 with fire, and 2 with earth. So I think we'll go for the one of the fires. We'll go for the overseer of the underworld and god of commerce, Naldthal. I do actually already have an idea, as I've seen some videos. It's going to be we've got to go for the gladiator, just because of this armor, pretty much. I do normally go for paladins in other games as well, to be honest, so... But I think this armor is brilliant. I think it really suits the character as well, so... This is the gladiator. Gladiator specializes in the handling of all manner of one-handed blades, from daggers to long swords, be they single or double-edged, straight or curved. A defining characteristic of the art is its emphasis on diverse combat tactics, training its members to bring their martial skills to bear in any situation. As such, there are practitioners who marry sword and shield, seeking to defend their fellow companions. Others opt for an empty offhand, choosing instead to focus entirely on their sword arm. In all instances, the age-old art of the sword makes the gladiator a formidable adversary in any encounter. Corresponding job is the paladin, and it starts in Uldar. So I think this is, I'm going to confirm. Select Cerberus. Yeah, we'll go for Cerberus. So, name character. Paxs. We're going to go for Paxs Morder. And it's available. Begin a new game with this character. Yes. So while there's a queue, we are actually going to be doing this playthrough. To start, especially on controller, we're just going to kind of sit back, relax, read the text, and, you know, just go through it and see what happens. It is the first playthrough I've ever done, so I'm just going to go slow, see what happens, and see what the story has, as I've heard a lot about the story.
Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
And there's the armor again. I think that's going to be one of the first goals. Obviously play through the story and see if we can get some cool armor. Hey, you. You alright, lad? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the Aether, I reckon. You'll get used to it though, don't worry. You there, halt. He doesn't look too happy about that. What's all this about? Inspection. Men, search the carriage. I'm just an honest peddler, friend, so, don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Sir, look, Somnus. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days. Unless you can afford the fine. Business as usual. Ah! Amalja, Amalja, to arms, to arms. Seven hells, consider this a warning. Now, go, all of you. Phew, that kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful around them brass blades, lads. Bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Here, seeing if we've still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Rent's the name, and peddling's me trade. And judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. I knew it, going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory, now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Why did you become an adventurer? To gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune. I think with being a paladin, eventually, you know, to win glory. Glory, eh? Well, if you're willing to take on them tasks as other folks ain't, an adventurer such as yourself can win fame what coin can't buy. When you arrive in town, you'll want to report to the Adventurers Guild. You can find out everything you need to know about the adventuring business in there. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory. Such as breathing. Ain't no point being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Ul'dah? Yes. It is. Well then, let this journey itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Ul'dah's ruled by the Sultana in name, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether. But that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists, and the Royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, throwing their weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the Lizardmen, that's the Amalja, couldn't care less about Ul'dah politics. They have their own interests, see, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers, need breeding profit, and though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. Ah, at long last. Behold Ul'dah, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises, a solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance, her name, Ul'dah. Even with the coming of the 7th Umbral Era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
And here's where we part ways, lad. I'm up to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me prattle. You never did tell me your name though, hey? But here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. That's the plan.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
Oi, Ventura, over here. Hey, I'm in you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? Eh? How can I tell? Heh. Name's Wymond. and my business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice, by way of the welcome to our fair city, free of charge even, just this once? Like, seems like everything needs to be paid for in this city usually. Welcome to Eldar, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalan. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. So as I say, we're going to go for the gamepad. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of your camera. So cycle through, put components back, start menu. When you're ready to proceed, speak to Wind. No. Focus. Initiating quests. Non-player characters, NPCs, offering quests can be recognized by the exclamation marks above their heads. That's fine. Accepting quests. Once you've initiated a quest, a prompt will appear. Yeah. Come into Uldar. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Uldar, you must register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. It is plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged, or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. So before you do anything else, you'll want to head over to the quicksand and speak to Momodi. She's the master of Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Just take those steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. Aye, that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventuring adventurer. Quest accepted. You've begun a quest. It's a good start. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. On accepting a quest, the current objectives will appear under the quest title in the duty list. Selecting the title will open quests in your journey. That's fine, so yeah. So that's the map. Momodi. Collecting rewards. Complete a quest by speaking to the NPC with a checked mark. Just pretty normal stuff. Why, hello there. Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momodi, and I own this fine establishment, if it please you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Uldar, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you, that it is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Like our conflict with the Amalja, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for night on, forever now, or for nigh on. Then there's the Gallian Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all, there's worry and a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the Lesser Moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an 8th hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. It was like the end of the world had come at last. But then things begin to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them, 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. There is one thing the survivors agree on though, the part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering. I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are just as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Uldar in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then, a promise is a promise now. I'm counting on you to help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending, and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Uldar means more business for the quicksand too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register, neat as you can. Paxs. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue. It does. Alright, Mr. Muad'Dir. On behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 is my witness. I swear to you, I'll bring you your money. In the East it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you were given a fourth chance to offend. You two, attend to this scum. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't that a sorry sight, nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry though, if you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of gentlemen's wars with the womenfolk from time to time. Any road, welcome to Uldar, Paxs. Take a moment to catch your breath and I'll teach you a little about our fair city. Coming to Uldar. Complete. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You've taken your first step as an adventurer in the city of Uldar. Listen well to the wisdom of Modi, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Main scenario quests. Important quests used to tell the story of Eorzea and her people are called main scenario quests. Quests using this icon indicate a task or series of tasks are tied to new duties or features you haven't yet unlocked. Spawn. This scenario guide is a HUD element. Yep. Brilliant. So I think that's the tutorial done, so we'll call it for this one. But I'll see you in the next episode where we'll actually kick off and we'll do something, a bit of a gameplay. But thanks for watching. Obviously this is my first video, so I apologise if it isn't amazing to start with, but hopefully we'll get better. Thank you. Goodbye.